Okay, so I recently went to a singles event and it was 90% women. And I was wondering, like, where's all the dudes? I don't know, but they're not there. And that's cool, not like I care.
Now, women wonder why men don't show up to singles events. For years, they said proudly, "Don't approach me, I don't need a man." Now, in their 40s, they're suddenly looking for a husband, showing up where men used to be. But those men heard them. They stopped approaching, stopped waiting. They focused on themselves, got fit, built lives, married women who actually wanted them. Men grew tired of being treated as optional, only noticed when convenient. So they walked away. And now, women are facing the quiet truth. You can't tell someone they're unnecessary for decades, then expect them to still be there when you're ready. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of this year, and it would be a big help to the team. And don't forget to comment down below.
Like if you were to do it in a bar, right? There's a chance that the person you're approaching is in a relationship, or they're just not in the mood to talk. I think we've all been there, right? Like you've gone out with your friends and you're like, this is about me and my friends. This is not about other people tonight. And so I really think going to these dating events is such an untapped opportunity for men. And it's crazy to me because women's tickets for events sell out so quickly all the time. I've seen events where the women's tickets sell out within 15 minutes. And then men's tickets are still available until like an hour before the event. It's crazy. So yeah, I think I really believe in dating events, especially because I think there's actually way more manners in dating events. You know, the problem with dating apps is like things like ghosting, and ghosting to me is a lack of respect and manners, right? It doesn't take much to say, nice talking to you, but I don't feel a connection, goodbye. Like it doesn't take much to do that. But because we're digital and we're just constantly swiping.
These are the requirements that you need to have in order to date me, a single mom of 3 kids. Number 1 is that you need to be making at least $130K a year, and you need to have at least 2 side hustles. If you cannot make $130K or more, then you are out of my fucking league. How do you expect to give me money for my kids if you only make $50K a year? Second is I don't date men that are younger than me because for obvious reasons. So if you are 26 and over, then you qualify. 26 to 35 is the age limit. Okay, I feel like 35 is pushing it because they look old as fuck already. So I'm 26, I'm a baby, so yeah. You have to have at least 3 cars under your name. Your second car has to have 8 seats because I have 3 kids. So I want them to be comfortable whenever we go with you on a trip or something. You want me to come with you, I'm gonna bring my kids, and you need to have enough space for my kids. So that's why I require you to have an SUV and a vehicle of your own if you're going to be dating me. Another requirement is that you have to have a property under your name, and you have to be looking into getting your second property. Have to get a home that has 6 rooms because each of my kids have to be in their own room. So you have to be considerate. Purchase a house that has 6 rooms because that's only common sense. Like, and if you cannot meet those requirements, then you're not the fucking one. The last requirement is that it has to be pink. If it's not pink, no. Pink and brown go together. Pink and brown, like what? Duvalin.
Stop it. Get some help.
We're going to another Vegas singles event. And I commented and told everybody about this event. So if you didn't know, I don't know what to tell you. Follow Vegas Girl Events and Vegas Brunch Boys. I don't know what to tell you. Don't ask me. I am not the social media person for these events, people. Come on now. But it is in this place called Doberman's where you can't take any photos or videos. So I can't show y'all if it's hella black people in there. I can't show y'all the different age groups. I'm just going to have to tell you after. It was so hard to find a parking spot. We walked parked far, and I'm like literally a person that always finds good parking. So I'm very upset that I had to park like a block away. Okay, girl, how'd you like it?
Oh, we had a time. A time was had.
Yeah, she was talking to some man all night. But there was a lot of women there.
Lots of women. Lots of straight women.
There wasn't that many men there. And okay, the age group was all over the place. It was like 40, 30, middle-aged, all the things.
Mm-hmm. The variety.
Way more women than men there. I'm telling y'all, like,
yes, So men, show out next time. Come on now.
Literally, like, come on. I think there's gonna be another one
I'm
in
looking for
January.
some lookers.
And y'all need to make sure y'all follow Vegas Girl Events and Vegas Brunch Boys. Don't ask me when the next event is. I don't know.
Do what she says.
But see you at the next one. Unless Mia got a man. Ooh.
So now these women are shocked that the things that used to be normal, men showing up, making moves, putting in effort, are suddenly a mystery. Men have stopped going to singles events, and women, they're starting to feel the silence. For a long time, men went out, approached women, tried to connect, only to get turned down, dismissed, or told they just weren't enough, again and again and again. So they stopped. Not out of spite, but out of self-respect. Now men have found their peace. They're no longer chasing, no more begging for attention or validation. They're focused on building themselves, their goals, their future, their lives on their terms. And that peace, it's louder than any rejection they ever gave.
It drives me absolutely nuts when I see men complaining about why women's expectations for dating relationships is so freaking high. See them say things like, lower your standards, lower your expectations. Why? What is implied in all of those statements is men are basically saying, lower your expectations, lower your standards, because I am still better than some other man. What men don't seem to understand is you're not competing against other men. You are competing against me, my independence, and what I am capable of. I don't need you. Women today, we understand our self-worth. We understand that we are fully capable of taking care of ourselves. We don't need someone who could take care of us. Do we want someone who could? Absolutely, sure, it'd be nice, but we don't need you. So yeah, our expectations are going to be way higher. We don't need you anymore. If I needed someone who would take care of me financially, for example, yeah, I'll lower my expectations. You can take care of me, that's great. I don't need someone who could take care of me. I could take care of myself, baby. I am employed. I make my own money. I have my own place to live. I can cook my own dinner. I can buy my own things. What I want is someone that values me, someone who treats me as an equal, someone who listens to me, cares for me. This isn't the 1950s anymore. We don't need you to take care of us. And I think a lot of men are so stuck in this like traditional relationship. Women, generally speaking, did not work, stayed at home, took care of the family, and they needed men who would provide for them. I hate to bring it to you. This ain't the 1950s anymore. We expect more because we don't need those things from you anymore. We want more. And if you can't give us that, then I will be happy on my own, having my own peace. Why do I want to deal with somebody else who's going to give me more worries, more stress, more anxiety, someone else I have to worry about? If I don't need those and I can still provide for myself, what do you bring to the table?
That's the question you should ask yourself. All this entitlement has left many feminist women stuck in their own mindset. Instead of reflecting or taking responsibility, they keep clinging to the same beliefs that got them here. They protect their pride instead of fixing the problem. And while they stay trapped in that space, life moves on without them. Yet they still wonder, why don't men approach me anymore? And when things don't work out, they blame men. But the truth is, they crossed their own path years ago, back when they called themselves independent, rejected good men, and raised their standards so high that no real man could ever measure up. Not because men are weak, but because we're not foolish. We won't waste our time, energy, or heart on someone who doesn't truly appreciate us, who sees us as options, not partners, who demands respect, but never gives it in return. So don't act surprised when we choose peace over pursuit. You built the wall. Don't blame us for not climbing it anymore.
Ain't no desirable man going to no speed dating event. I don't know who need to hear that, but before y'all keep wasting y'all money and time going to these speed dating events, don't do it if you expecting men that you would actually want to be there, because they're not. If there are any men there at all, they're definitely not going to be the type of man that you would want. They're going to be undesirable, but they won't be actual top tier, attractive men with things going for themselves. You know why? Because if a man is actually desirable, why would he need to come to a speed dating event? He wouldn't. Desirable men get women constantly, whether it's walking out the house, going to the store, going to the gym, going to school. They don't have a problem in the woman department. See, y'all having a problem in the men department, which is why you're at a speed dating event. But these men are not having an issue with women when they're desirable. They don't have a problem getting girls. You have a problem getting men. And that's something that you need to work on. But as far as going to these speed dating events and thinking that you're going to meet actual men that you would want, they're not going to be there. You'll be good if you even get any men there at all, even the ones that nobody wants.
I'm being dead serious. I'm not even trying to be an asshole at all right now by saying this. I personally have never come across a drop-dead gorgeous man, like someone who you're just like, oh, damn, he is fine, that doesn't open their mouth and talk and immediately I get the ick. They're either just like not well spoken, they're straight up fucking dumb, or arrogant. Every gorgeous guy I've met has had a really shitty personality. I really wish I could find a gorgeous, like, fine man who was so emotionally intelligent, who was well spoken, who had a good personality, who wasn't so full of himself. Where are the gorgeous men at that have a fucking brain? Like, please.
They're in the gym, chasing goals, building their lives. They don't have time for a woman who doesn't love them for who they actually are, only for who she wishes they were. Most women cling to a fantasy, the perfect man who's rich, handsome, patient, and always available. But that man doesn't exist, and while they keep chasing that illusion, time doesn't wait. One day, reality hits. They hit the wall. Suddenly, they want to settle down, want a real man, a real relationship. But by then, they're in their 40s or even 50s. And those men, they're not chasing anymore. They've built their lives, found peace, found happiness. Sorry, Grandma, it's too late. The train left the station, and you weren't on it.
There's a reason that men make fun of single women.
And what reason would that be?
Whether it be a single mom or someone who's just chosen to never marry. And it's because they feel threatened.
Somehow I doubt that.
The more women who take that route, the less women there will be available to them. And they're afraid of other women looking at those women who are single and being like, oh, like she's actually pretty happy and satisfied, and then following suit.
That's an interesting theory. I'll give one that.
So they make fun of them and try to paint them in a bad light so that doesn't happen.
That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
And the reason men want a larger dating pool is not because they actually like women and want to find like their soulmate or someone they love they want to share their life with.
Oh, okay. So what is the reason?
They're afraid of being alone. Well, they are afraid of being alone.
Some perhaps, but a large amount of men are actually perfectly happy being single.
But it's because they don't know how to do things for themselves. They want a wife because they want someone to cook and clean for them and take care of everything and basically be their mother who they can also sleep with.
That's actually not what most men want, but by all means, go on with that narrative.
Nothing makes a man angrier than seeing an older woman who is single and happy. Before men come in my comments like, I am married. I am married to a man. But if you don't want to be alone forever, you're just going to have to step up because women are finally standing up for themselves and asking for more. And that more is what they've always deserved.
Granted, there are some men out there that do seem to enjoy making fun of women that are single. However, whether right or wrong, a lot of those women tend to make it a little bit too easy to do. But I digress. But do bear in mind that there are quite a few men out there that are actually choosing the peace of being single for a lot of the same reasons that women are. But I guess if one is going to worry about men making fun of women that are going to remain single, then I suppose one should keep that same energy for women that make fun of men for doing the very same thing.
Guys are so lucky. You guys do not understand. So I'm 25, right? I'm sitting here and I'm having to build a fucking roster. I'm having to sit here and go out and do things I don't want to do. I don't want a roster. I don't want to go out and date. I don't like this hookup culture. I don't like any of it. But I feel like I don't have a choice. Men, you guys just get to sit there and you guys can go wait until you're in your 30s, you're almost 40, and you can just go get with a girl that's in her fucking 20s and live a normal life. Girls don't have that luxury. I'm now sitting here at 25 having to figure out how the fuck to get back in these fucking streets so I can figure out, so 10 years down the line, I'm not sitting there single still with my daughter being an only child. Like, I want to have a family. I want to have kids. I want to be happy. Like, I want all of these things. But people don't want that nowadays, it feels. It feels like no matter, it's like, what is this dating stuff? What is Hinge? What is Tinder? What is all of this? Like, it's disgusting. Like, my friends helped me make a Hinge and a Tinder, and it's like, I hated it. I hate it. I ended up deleting my Hinge, and I'm getting ready to delete the Tinder because it's just, like I don't want to talk to anybody on there. Like, I don't want to do any of this. Like, I'm just sitting there, like, a magazine, going through, like, clothing. That's what it feels like. And it's like, I don't want that. And I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that at all.
girls who are saying, oh, I'm entering the year single without a kid and whatnot, and then going and ranting about guys you've dated or first dates gone wrong, saying that, oh, he's this, he's that. I mean, in my honest opinion, okay, girls who go on dates and who actually don't like the guy that they actually, you know, potentially match with and actually take the risk to go meet some random dudes, okay, I feel like if they don't like the particular guys, they just start talking shit like, oh, he's got a high snap score, he's this, he's that, he's a player, he don't drive a Mercedes. Like, in reality, if he doesn't drive a Mercedes, just say, right, they'd go and like talk so badly about him and you just start bitching him. But when most of the guys are actually decent, but the girls who are the ones who are running around with their standards, so instead of sitting there, okay, degrading men, first look at yourselves. Okay, this is coming from a woman myself. Okay, so they're not all that bad, okay? You girls need to get your standards right, okay? Just because he doesn't drive a Mercedes or he's not up to your standards, he's not rich, it doesn't mean you can go there bitching about them and getting ready and flexing, okay, and saying like, I'm single. Well, babes, you will be single if you keep that attitude up, okay? And stop bullshitting about guys when they're actually not that bad, okay? Just because they're not fitting your standards, it don't make them bad. They will be matching someone else, trust me. Believe me that, best believe that. But yeah. So if you're going into 2026 single, that's because it's your own fault, okay? And don't blame the snap scores. Don't blame the following on Instagrams and this, that, okay? You just look at yourselves.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend. Y'all know I'm an event planner and I have a fish farm, and I advertised a fishing for love event where singles could come here and fish and have dinner and meet each other in person, not on a dating app. And 5 women RSVP'd yes, and 1 man. And even the 1 man that did RSVP did it through one of the ladies. Now, I did all of my marketing specifically towards men because I knew that the women would RSVP. I promoted the event on 45 different Facebook groups specifically about hunting, fishing, camping, country life, and all local to my area. I know that my post reached over 12,000 people specific to the age group, the gender, and the interests that I just described. And yet, no man RSVP'd. So let's talk about why men are not RSVPing and attending these singles meet and greets. So I read something that said that men are just more spontaneous, they just want to show up. But I don't think that's true, because men have no problem buying their season tickets to a football game a year in advance, being on time for their fantasy football event, being at a 7 a.m. golf tee time. So the issue must be that they're just not interested in attending these singles meet and greets. I also read that men don't really like the pressure of meeting a woman in a formal dating experience, and they prefer meeting a woman naturally, like at a bar or a concert. But like, don't we all? Now remember, I chose an event that men love doing, and I get men here every day at my farm fishing. I chose a fishing event because as an event planner, I know that I have to always have something for men to be doing. Men don't enjoy just standing around talking like women do. So that's why I chose fishing as the predominant activity. And yet they still didn't want to come. So I would love to hear from you all as to why you think men don't attend singles events. Because all I hear is them on social media talking about how lonely they are and how they all want to meet a woman and how much they hate the apps. So what do you think?